Something's very interesting from our side, especially because we deal very, very specifically between the bridge of American audiences and Western audiences and Japanese games. It's one of the biggest. It is our biggest market on our website. They hate it, hate it when your visions are clouded by maybe our ESA. Our rankings, rating system, or Nintendo. Sometimes it's very. It is something that fans in the West really do not like. They have a huge problem with. Have you picked up on that?
Starting to get that out in Japan too. It wasn't until recently though, so we're maybe not fully aware, but we are somewhat aware, either whether it's being censored or changed or adjusted or whatnot, and the fans go crazy and they hate it. Yes, we're hearing that. In fact, yesterday at the panel we were showing gameplay, and every single new chapter that you come across, we have this chapter name, we have the kanji character in there, and then underneath, actually in smaller font, the English name is there. We asked the audience yesterday, and we said, well, the team is undecided right now if we should just take it out, the Japanese kanji characters completely out, and just let it be the English, or we think it looks cooler with the Japanese there and then the English title underneath. And we kind of took a quick vote, and everyone basically said, please leave it in there. So same thing, I'm starting to hear that, and not just for us as creators in Japan trying to appeal and promote our games in the West, but I feel like even in our own country there's a little bit of this movement of, or feeling that, with consumer products, you want to try to appeal to the largest possible mass audience out there. And so what happens is the guidelines are set to not let it be sort of thorny or edgy, or, to create this like balance of all these elements. Basically, as a result of that, it becomes not so unique, right? And when you do that, then your sort of average becomes your standard. And so I feel like these days, though, if you kind of go the opposite and really commit to your world, your concept, and make that your own thing, then that becomes so unique that in the end, you start to grow this larger audience, and it has the potential to actually appeal to a larger audience, even to like a mass level. And I feel like not only in Japan, but I see some properties, overseas that has that potential, that has actually appealed to a wider audience than they probably originally intended to. So I feel like that's something that we need to keep true to and stick to, what we think is our core concept.
So that's it for us here at NicheGamer.com. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. I gotta shake all